Good evening, everyone. This is BremSter, and tonight I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Outside Renban by Jodawo. This is a puzzle in a series, I believe, of outside puzzles with lines that Jodawo has created for the channel. If I had a little more time, I would actually look up what the others are, but I am frantically recording before hopefully going away. I am still sick, so hopefully won't be interrupted by a terrible coughing fit, but we will see how we go. What's going on the channel? I'm basically that. I am recording frantically to try and get ahead. There is another set of Hamilton Sudoku puzzles, 5 this time, coming up very soon. I may start recording them tonight. So that I can try and use those. They're designed for me recording when I'm going away, so that should be they should be appropriate for me to record. But this is one that I've been wanting to get to for quite a while. Yeah, let's have a look at it. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And this rule coming up is one of my favorite constraints. It is one of the first variants I came across when I started looking at variant Sudoku. That I just fell in love with, which is the outside rule, which is digits outside the grid must appear in one of the first 3 cells in that row or column as seen from that direction. So we know 2 and 7 will appear in here, 5 and 6 will appear in here, 3 and 6 will appear in those cells. Sometimes you get 3-cell clues, not in this puzzle, which will give you the full makeup of those cells. But I really like this constraint. I feel it is incredibly fun, and it is also my mother's favorite constraint. So I play with this a lot, making very easy puzzles for my mother to solve, and other people often create them for my mother as well. Also often very easy. Anyway, getting back to the rules. Digits placed on purple Renban lines must be a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. So we know that these will be this will be a set of repeating digits. So for example, if this turns out to be a 4, then these could be from 3, 5, 6, and 7, because 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is a repeating run of repeating digits. So that's how that works. And they could be in any order. It could be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That would all be fine. But for example, I couldn't make this a 2 because 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not a consecutive run of digits. And I couldn't make both of those 7, even if this was a 5, because 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 is not a run of digits. So that's how that works. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, often with outside, the first thing you're looking for is a box where a clue will have the same digit above or beside in a corner, because that gives you a digit. But there is nothing here that's doing that. We know that 4 and 5 are in there, and 8 and 9 are in there. So these are only from 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7. But that's not much. Oh, maybe it is, because I can't put 7 down here. So these ones are from 1, 2, 3, and 6, because they can't be 4, 5. So they can be 1, 2, 3. They can't be 4 or 5. They can be 6. They can't be 7, because 7 is over here, and they can't be 8 or 9. So 1, 2, 3, 6. And these could be 1, 3, 6, and 7 only. But that's not that helpful. So that's not the way to start this puzzle. What's the way to start this puzzle? So all of these are 5-cell long Renban lines. So whichever way I do it, I must put a 5 on those Renban lines, because if they start at 1 and go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's a 5 on it. If they start at 9 and go down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, there's a 5 on it. And anything I pick in between, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's a 5 in it. So there's a 5 on every one of these Renban lines. Now there's no... Hang on, this 4, 5 clue. There's 4 and 5 in there, which sees that cell and all of those. So wherever the 5 is here, if there's a 5 here, it sees that and all of those. If there's a 5 there, it sees that and all of those. This is a 5. which means there's a 5 in one of those two, but it's not on the Renban line because I can't repeat digits on the Renban line. So that's a 5. Now we know 5 is up here. Is that the 5 on the Renban line? No, because I've got the same thing going on here. This is 5 and 6. And wherever I put 5, if I put 5 there, it sees all of those. If I put 5 there, it sees all of those. And if I put 5 there, it sees all of those. So that's not the 5. And this has to be the 5 on this Renban line. Which means that's not the 5, and this is the 5, which means 5 is in one of those, but because 5 is down here, it's not there. Now, four is in here. So I can't put 4, 5, or 6 in here. So this, because a Renban line can't have a 5-cell long Renban digit cannot have a low and a high digit on it. Or actually, could it? No. No, it can't. This one can't anyway. What is this? So if this was... So I can only put 1, maybe 2 middle digits on this Renban line. So I can only put 2 middle digits on this Renban line because I can't put 4, 5, or 6 on here. But I need to have 2 middle digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is not possible. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So this is 4 or 6, and it's not 6. This is 4, and this is 1, 2, 3. That's very cool because I needed to put... So explaining that. So the way it needed to work is this either needed to be all high because if this was or all medium, all low, because I can't put a medium digit on it. And if I can't put a medium digit, how do I explain this? I'm hoping this makes sense. If this was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where would I put the 4 and the 6? I can't put 4 or 6 there, so this would have to be 4 and 6. Basically, I can't put 6 on this line at all. And because I can't put 6 on this line, it can only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where do I put the 4 on this line? I can't put it there. This is the 4, and this becomes the 1, 2, 3. That's the easiest way to explain it. The 2 it has to be in here, and 3 is down here somewhere, which means this is the 2... Wait. No, I took the wrong thing out. This is 1 and 3, which means this is 1 and this is 3. I still need to put a 6 in here. There is a 7 in one of those two. There's a 4 in one of those two. Now there is now a 1 in one of those two. There's a 3 in one of those two and a 6 in one of those two. But the 6 isn't there because of the 5, 6. This is a 6. This is a 3. Which means 3 is in one of those two. And 5 is in one of those two. So 5 is not there. And 5 is not there. So, but there is a 5 on this line. And it's not there, and it's not there. And in this box, so it's in this box, and it has to be one of those two. That's the 5. This is very, very well designed. There is a 9 in this triple, so it's there. Let's mark clues that are done. So this is done. This is done. This is done. It's kind of done. But I want to mark clues that are like fully done. That's really all I've got fully done. So this can't be 1, 2, 3. It can be 4, 5, 6, 4 or 7 only, because it can't be 8 or 9. Hang on, this can't be 4 because of the 4, 5 here. This is not 4. This is 4. And now I can't put 4 on this line. But it's so without being 4, it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's no 1, 2, 3 here. This is the 6, and it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's no 3 there. The 8 has to be in here, so this is the 8, and these are not 8. The 7 here is looking down, making that 9 and that 7. And now this 4, 5 clue is done. There's no 6 in any of those. Very cool. Hang on, 5 is down here and 5 is here. So 5 has to be up here. This is 4, 5, 7. That's a 4, 5, 7 triple. And it sees 4 and 5. That's a 7. So there now has to be a 6 on this Renban line. It's not there and it's not there. So that's the 6. Oh, this is cool. Could this be 3, 4? Probably. So if this is a 3, this is a 4. Don't see why not. Because I know 4 is in one of those two, because 4 can't be up here, so it's in here, because it can't be in there, which means 4 by Sudoku is in one of those, but it's not there because of the 4, 5 pair. 7 in this box is down here because it can't repeat on the line or in the row. So 7 is down there and it's not there. Whereas 8 in this box, well, 8 is not there and it can't be there because in this row 8 is over here. So 8 is not in any of those. So 8 is in one of those two. Okay. Oh, this isn't 7 because of the 2, 7. This is not the 7. This is the 7. So this is the 4. So this is either 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is either 3 or 8. But 8 is over here. So this is 3, which means this is not 3. This is not 3. And now we know 3 is in one of those. It's not helping much. So 2 is in one of those two. Oh, and I've got all the Renbans done. So it's now just Outside and Sudoku. I'm not even 10 minutes in and I've already figured out the Renban puzzles. I'm pretty happy with that. Apart from the fact that the Sudoku could take me forever. So this is a quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 7, 8, 9. Well, we know 4 is not in those and 7 is not in those. 9 is not in those. Well, 4 is not there. This is the 4 because of that 4. Wait a minute, this 9 looks up. That's not 9. That's a 7, 8 pair. This is the 9. This is a 7, 8 pair. So that's not the 8. This is the 8. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 and 3. But the 3 here means that's 1 and that's 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 9. And the 9 here makes that 2 and that 9. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 6. There's no 6 there. There's no 6 there. That's the 6. This is a 1 and a 2, which is not being looked at by anything that I can see anyway. So I need to put a 1 in this row. And it has to be in one of those 3 cells, but by this clue, the 1 is down here. So that's the 1. This is not the 1. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 7, 8. Well, there's no 7 there. Because of that. Sorry, my cough is not completely gone. Oh, 4 is down here because of this 4, 9 clue, which means that's the 5 and that's the 4, which means that's not 5. This column is missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 1 and 6. So 1, these are 2 and 3, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But the 2 over here means that's the 3 and that's the 2, which means this is not the 3. So this is the 3. Which seems to have given me a 1, 7 pair, making that the 6 and that the 1. So what are these? Well, there's no 4 there. So these are 2, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 2, 8, and 9. Now that's okay for that one. But that can't be a 9 because the 9 we know is in here. Can that be a 4? No, where is 4 in this row? So I need to put a 4 in this row. It can't be there because 4 is in those 3. Which meant that couldn't be a 4. This is the 4. That was there ages ago. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That can't be a 7 because the 7 is over in one of these two. That can't be a 7. So this is the 7. This is an 8, 9. That's a 2, 8, 9 triple. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 1, 3, and 6. There's no 1 there. But if these are 1, 3, 6, I know exactly what these are. Oh, there's no 8, 9 there because of the 7, 8, 9. So the 8 and 9 in here had to be in those. That's not the 2. This is an 8, 9 pair. So I had this triple ages ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 2, 4, 5. There's no 5 there. Pardon me. This is very cool. This is a cool puzzle. So 8 is in one of those two because 8 can't be in here. Maybe it's this column now? So what other clues have I got done? I'm actually going to mark ones where the pencil marks are now done. So I've got the 8, 9 pair. I've got the 2, 4, 5 triple. Oh, here, the 4, 9. There, I'm glad I looked at that. 9 is in one of those. So that's the 9. So that's the 8. So that's the 2, which means that's the 8 and that's the 9. Okay, so let's go back. The 4, 9 is now done. The 7 is done. The 2 is done. The 4, 7 is done. I'm not going to mark that one because I don't have that down to triples yet. The 2, 7 is done. The 1 is done. Okay. 1 and done. Okay, so 5 and 6 is still in here. Well, that's not... Oh, here we go. Wrong mode. This is not 5 because of that 5. So 5 is in here, but I've got 2 5s looking at it. So that's the 5. 2 and 7 are looking at that 2, 7, 8. So that's the 8, that's the 2, that's the 7, that's the 8. This is now a quadruple, which I'm going to put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we know that 9 is not in those. 7 is not there. 6 is not there. 9 is not there because of the 6, 9 in the row. Oh, 6 is not there. That's a 3, 7 pair. So I can take the 7 out of there and the 3 out of there. That's 6 and that's 9. The 6 looks down making that 3, which looks up making that 7 and that 3. Okay, so the 5 and 6 are now done. The 3 looks down taking... Well, the 3 is not in those simply by that 3. So that was much more effective. And I've got this triple now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. So this is a 4, 7, 8 triple. So these are 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2. Giving me a 1, 2 pair in the column, meaning that's the 7 and that's the 1, which looks back up, making that the 2 and that the 1, looking down, making that the 2 and that the 1. Now that was some clue. Now the 4 clue is now done because I've got that down to a triple. This 3-8 clue is done. So the only clues that are not done are this 3-5 and this 8 clue. Now 3-5 is kind of done, but this is very cool. So there's no 7 there. Oh, 2 looks down, making that 4, which looks back up, making this 8. So that's not the 8. Pardon me. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 9, which took the place of an 8, so this becomes the 8. This is now a triple. 1, 2, no, not 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, and 7. But we know the 5 isn't there, and the 4 isn't there. That's the 7. So this is a 4-5 pair. 4-5 pair, 4-7 pair. Oh, there's no 4 there for ages. But this 2 is looking down, making this 5 and this 2. The 5 is looking up, making this 4 and this 5. The 4 is looking up, making this 7 and this 4. And now the 3-5 clue is done. So all I've got left is this 8 clue, which I can actually put in because we know that the 8 is in one of those, but that 8 knocks out that and that 8 knocks out that. So this cell right here is an 8, and now I have done all the outside clues and I'm just down to Sudoku. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9 go in there. There's a 9, so that becomes the 6, that becomes the 9. The 6 look down, making this 1 and 6. These 3 digits I need to put a 1 in. It has to go there because of the ones looking in the box. Have to put a 2 in, can't go there because of that one, so that's the 2, and this becomes a 3, and that is the solution to Outside REMband by Jodawo. That was stunning. Jodawo has taken these lines with Outside are just beautiful. I think he's done a German Whisper one. I will try and find time to look it up, and if I haven't, I apologize. I'm sure someone will be able to post a comment or anything. But I also have a tracking sheet which will have, which is linked below, which you should be able to filter and find Jodawo's puzzles, and it will be there. But this is just stunning. That was a beautiful, beautiful puzzle. I'm much more familiar with outside logic than some people, so possibly I solved it a little bit faster than most people would. But that, absolutely beautiful. I love that. That's possibly, I hate saying one of my favorite puzzles because my head has been full of flu. Let's say that rather than something even more disgusting. And I'm just coming out of that, so I'm just starting to feel a bit more on my game. Still sick, but I'm nowhere near as bad as I was. So yeah, that was really, really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. The first puzzle I've solved since I started feeling mostly better. Let's say that. Thank you, Jodawo, for sending that through. I really do appreciate it. That was just beautiful. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the puzzles. If I don't get to record enough for while I'm away, I'm just going to schedule some of the unpublished stuff from the BremSter Unpub or Race to 37 or something. I'm sorry about that, but I will make sure that there's something, even if it's something that you've seen before. So yeah, thank you everyone. And as always, good luck with your solving.